Okay, so what is it that I wanted to talk about today? So I have mentioned this before and I have talked about this before, but I haven't actually made an entire video about this. And the topic that I want to talk about today is I want to tell you my take on Hollywood nowadays and more specifically on all the movies and TV series that we have. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to notice is we have so many movies and TV series nowadays. This industry has grown so much in the last couple of years, and it's I mean, it's just becoming a little bit too much, but it's just that the point is we have a lot of that. So that's the number one thing that I want you to notice. Number two, all the movies and all the TV series, not all of them, but a lot of them have become extremely violent, and Hollywood in general has taken on this direction where everything that is being produced has lots of violence and adult content, things that we call adult content in it. It doesn't give me pleasure to watch such things, and I don't know why we're filming them. What's the reason for it? Who came up with that idea, and why are we sticking with this trend? Every person is different, and I guess people have different tastes and they like different things, and that's okay. But it's just that I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't think we fully understand the influence that this has on us. Watching such things has on us, and um, it's just something to think about. I think for the future, and I wish that we would just take a turn and create more happy stuff now. You know, it has been long enough. We have created enough dark, gruesome TV series and movies, and I think it's time we did something else, you know. I don't know, what do you think? But this is just my take on this. Obviously the world is not just a happy place where everyone is just smiling and everything's perfect and everyone's happy and everything's going according to plan and all that stuff. Obviously that's not reality, and that's not what I want to see on TV all the time, but I wish that we had a little bit more taste. There are certain things that we shouldn't be filming, you know, the deaths and dead bodies and some disgusting things, blood, violence, hitting someone, all of that is just sex scenes, all of that just it's completely unnecessary. And I think the more people watch these shows, the more they are starting to believe that the world actually looks like that it's just not a happy place, not a good place. And that's not true. It's just every single person has a different point of view, but the truth is we have both. We have good in the world and bad. I mean, good things and bad things. The point is we have both, and it's not like the world is a good place or a bad place. It's just it all depends on us. We are the ones that are creating this life around ourselves, and we can make it our own and we can make it better. You know, it's just that I just think that it would be kind of scary if in a couple of decades or in a couple of years maybe someone discovered a serious connection between what we watch, what kinds of shows we watch, and what we're like in real life. You know, that's really scary to me. I think that there is some kind of connection there. I think it's just important to remember that none of it is actually real, except for documentaries maybe, but most of the productions aren't real. All of it is just actors or special effects or somebody, the director shouting action, cut and whatever, and cameras filming. I just think that it's important to think about how all of that is coming to be, and how all of that happens. And and it's sometimes it's interesting to look at the credits that you see at the end of the episode or movie, and just look at that and just see how many people had to be present there and how many people had to work to make something like this happen. That just gives you an idea of how unreal this is and how much of a product this is. It's not reality. It's not anything that can be compared to anything in the real world. It's just a product to entertain in whatever way. You just have to remember to surround yourself with the things that you want to become, that you want to be like, and that includes people, and that includes the types of shows that you watch. So I just think that all of us should be responsible for what we surround ourselves with, and just all of us should be aware of the possible changes in our behavior or character that might take place just because we've gotten really hooked on a certain show or on a movie. It's just a little bit dangerous, I think. The other thing that I wanted to mention is how crazy it is to me that we get so serious about this, and all the people that are working on movies, they treat this as if it was something, oh my god, so important, but it's just a movie or a TV series. None of it is real, and it's just a little bit crazy that people watch and enjoy watching all of that so much, even though they know that none of it is real. They know that it's just all of it is fake, but they still love watching those things, and it's just that's the mystery that I don't fully understand, as an adult now. When I was younger, maybe it was, I didn't think about that. I just, just watch something because, oh my god, it's so fun and there's so much happening, blah blah blah. But then when you become an adult and you start realizing that none of it is real, that all of it is just a product to make money, and God knows why people do that, honestly. To make money, yes, but I don't see any other reasons. It's just a little crazy how much people care about this. Just when you start thinking about it, actors, they have to learn the lines, but that's not the only thing that they do. They have to make the emotions seem real, honestly. That's not an easy thing, I guess. I've never acted before, but I can imagine that that's not an easy thing to do. Even if you don't stress in front of cameras and people, still, it's not an easy thing to at the back of your mind, that none of it is real, and yet you have to behave as if it was, so and on top of that, you already know everything that's about to happen. I just think that it would be nice if people took all of that enthusiasm that they have while producing these huge productions, and then promoting them, and it's just a separate world. But if we could just take all of that enthusiasm and all of that hard work that goes into this and put it into the real world and see what we could do here to change this place to resemble the things that we like to watch so much, obviously not the violent ones, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say. My wish is just that, Hollywood is going to change its mind again, and we're gonna start producing more things that are just happy and things that I consider to be good examples, because I think that even though we all know that none of the things that we watch are real, and we know that it's just for entertainment, but I think a lot of people learn from what they see in some way. So it would be good if we had more positive examples, more positive productions, and things that are just good examples for people, to follow. Anyway, so I want to wish you all a great week, and I will see you. Sorry. I want to wish you all a great 2 weeks, and I will see you in 2 weeks. And yeah, thanks so much for watching and for being here, and bye.